When you need help or advice, you turn to your parents or a trusted friend for help. So why go outside of Virginia, your home, when you need car insurance? Able Insurance gives you individual attention and won't turn you away no matter what your driving record looks like. Giving same-day personal service in the state of Virginia for over 30 years. Able Insurance, 979-0814 is the number. AbleInsurance.com is the site.
Go.
What up, though, BallHawk Show.
Say it one more time.
What up, though, BallHawk Show.
What up, though? Welcome to the BallHawk Show podcast. I'm your host, Amaya Hawkins, and I thank you for taking time out of your day to check out the latest from the BallHawk Show. Today's topic is the University of Virginia Cavaliers men's basketball team recapping their latest victory versus the Syracuse Orangemen. Before we get started, make sure you subscribe to the BallHawk Show podcast if you haven't already. If you've been supporting the BallHawk Show podcast, definitely appreciate you. We're on a new platform now. We are also available on Anchor. Make sure you go to Anchor and subscribe to the BallHawk Show. Also, as always, available on Apple Podcasts. Leave a review. It helps for visibility. And go to YouTube, man. Subscribe to the BallHawk Show YouTube channel. I cover all sports, basketball, football, NFL. I mean, anything that's a hot topic in sports, you get to see me in the video form. And it's like short blog videos, nothing too long. And you can also see my live stream shows that I have on BlogTalk Radio that I film for straight YouTube to stream. So go to the BallHawk Show YouTube channel and subscribe. So let's jump right into it. Wahoos with another road victory. Before we even get started with that, congratulations to Cal Guy as he was named one of the 5 finalists for the 2019 Jerry West Shooting Guard of the Year Award. The Naismith Memorial Basketball Hall of Fame announced on today, March 5th. Also named as finalists are R.J. Barrett of Duke, Justin Wright Foreman of Hofstra, Carson Edwards of Purdue, and Jarrett Culver of Texas Tech. Guy is averaging a career high 15.4 points and leads the team in three-pointers with 94. Free throw accuracy 83.1%. Guy was an All-American last season and has scored 20 or more points in 7 games this season, including a 3-game 20-point streak from February 11th to February 18th. He torched Syracuse with a career-high 8 three-pointers just last night, second most in school history. Guy is currently 37th on UVA's all-time scoring list with 1,184 points and is 4th on UVA's career three-pointers list with 228. So salute to my guy, Cal Guy, for being named one of the 5 finalists for the 2019 Jerry West Award. Some previous winners for this award is Carson Edwards of Purdue in 2018, who was back. So you got the defending award winner is back. Malik Monk won it from Kentucky in 2017. Buddy Hill won it in Oklahoma 2016. D'Angelo Russell won it in 2015 for Ohio State. So congrats to Cal Guys. So we're going to jump right into it. This is your first time listening to the BallHawk Show podcast. And I always say I like to give you guys post-game notes, courtesy of VirginiaSports.com. Give you some numbers because everybody loves numbers, whether it's analytics, advanced analytics or just surface numbers. Most time I just give you surface box score numbers. If you go to UVA Fans or ACC Sports Talk, you could get a lot of individuals who will give you advanced analytics. So shout out to them. Go to Facebook and subscribe to that group or like the group. Also, it's so many UVA fan groups, man, and I don't want to leave any out. So I just shouted out the first one that came to my brain. I know a lot of folks be like, what about us? You forgot about us. So It's a lot of them. Virginia Cavaliers basketball talk, UVA hoops, UVA fans. I talked about ACC sports talk. What's some other Wahoo groups that I could just shout out right quick? Y'all gotta forgive me, man. Don't black my eye. Wahoo Wah as another good group. So salute to my UVA fans out there, and salute to everybody that engages in conversations with your boy and have fun. And just know I'm just tongue in cheek, man. I like to give people a hard time, but I'm not trying to be a butthole and come off like I'm a know-it-all, especially in basketball when I'm more of a football player. But we're almost 5 minutes into the show. Let's get some post-game notes. UVA won by a score of 79-53 in the Carrier Dome. Some team notes. UVA is now 27-2 overall, 15-2 in the ACC, and they improved to 10-1 in true road games this season. Virginia matched the school record with 18 3-pointers. The last time they did that was versus Gonzaga in 2007. UVA went 8 of 12 from three-point range in the first half and finished 18 of 25. So that means they went 10 for 13 in the second half. That's crazy. That's the payback for Duke coming out here. Revenge when Duke shot the lights out and R.J. Bird was looking like he could really shoot out here cooking and juking in front of LeBron James and stuff. The Cavaliers have won 27 or more games for the 5th time in the past 6 games. UVA has 15 or more league wins for the 4th time in school history. The Cavaliers have a 7-game winning streak overall and a 3-game winning streak versus Syracuse. UVA is now 7-5 all time against Syracuse, including a 6-1 mark in ACC action. UVA is 3-2 versus the Orange at the Carrier Dome. The Cavaliers have held the Orange to 68 or fewer points in each of the past 8 meetings between the teams. Head coach Tony Bennett is now 6-2 all time versus Syracuse. UVA trailed at half 34-32 for the 4th time this season. They're now 2-2 in those games. The 2 losses came to Duke. UVA has held 23 opponents to 40% or less field goal shooting and 26 opponents to 33% or less at 3-point shooting. Some player notes: double-figure scores were led by Cal Guy, who had 25. DeAndre Hunter had 21. And you better call Ty Jerome. Had 16 of them things, the big 3. Hey, showed up on the big stage, and we needed it. All of them showed up behind the 3-point line. We talked about Cal Guy, who drilled a career-high 8 3-pointers, second in school history, to the great Curtis Staples, who has 9 in a game, and the all-time record. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, Cal Guy is on the verge of breaking his junior record. We just got to get clarity if they count like the ACC tournament and the NCAA tournament. But he'll probably break that record because I think it's like football. Like bowl games count towards your regular season stats. I could be wrong though. Jerome has 16 points and a career-high 14 dimes, tying the school record for his 3rd career double-double. His name goes along with the Harold Deans and the Corey Alexanders of my time. And there's another gentleman that I'm not going to act like I'm a historian of UVA basketball. So I know it's men that preceded me that know the gentleman that is listed with these 3 gentlemen that I just named. So it's not a slight. Like I said, I'm not a true historian, but I bet you it'll pop up, as we get it along into the show. I probably can hear y'all screaming at me right now. Cal Guy moved into 4th on UVA's career list with 228 3-pointers, passing Sean Singletary, the legendary Fofo, with 222, and J.R. Reynolds with 200. Good God. Yo, think about that. They were in the same backcourt. Between the 2 of them, they have 443 made 3-pointers. That's Sean Singletary and J.R. Reynolds. Good Lord. That's a lot of jacking. Ain't nothing wrong with jacking. I mean, it go in. Guy 5 3-pointers, moved into a tie for 4th with Todd Billett, 2002 to 2003 on UVA single season 3-pointers list with 86. Guy has made 5 or more 3-pointers in 15 career games. Hunter had a career high 5 3-pointers, career best 3 block shots. Mamdi Diakite got his block streak started up again. He didn't have a block last game versus Pitt, but he got 4 this game for a career high. And Hunter, Jerome, and Guy scored 30 of UVA's 32 first half points. You know, it's really bugging me that I had the name of the gentleman, John Crotty. That's who it is. See, I told you. I heard y'all screaming at the speakers. Like, come on, BallHawk, get on your game. So let's look at some individual stats. Shall we? Everybody else, because we talked about the big three. So we talked about Cal Guy, but we didn't say how efficient he was. He was 8 of 10 from the field. All 8, and that 10 came from the three-point line. 80% from the three-point line. Good God. He shot better from the three-point line than he did from the free throw line. He shot 50% from the free throw line. He was 1 or 2. My man was 8 of 10. I'm talking about he was hitting daggers. Like, they smile in your face all the time. They try to take your place. Backstabbing type defense, too. I mean, all in his face. Hitting him on the arm and stuff. It's still going in. He also had 7 rebounds to lead the team. 6 of them defensive. 2 assists, just 1 turnover, had 1 steal. DeAndre Hunter, cold-blooded, kill zone, free throw line extended, but he was 5 of 7 from the three-point line. And that's showing that's scaring the hell out of our fans and making the scouts salivate. Because the more he can step out and be that much more efficient shooting the 3 ball, because he's the baby Kawhi Leonard. You know, he's a young Kawhi. And the more he can show his range and can be efficient all over, you better appreciate 12 for now on, because he gone. Ain't no more he need 1 more year. What do he need 1 more year to do? He can always do that. So he was 7 of 13 from the floor, 5 of 7 of 3, just 2 or 3 from the free throw line, had 6 assists, 4 assists to 4 turnovers, but had 3 blocks, like I said, for 21. Ty Jerome gave you 16 and 14 dimes, just 2 turnovers. 14 assists to just 2 turnovers. And those assists, if I'm not mistaken, happened in the first half. I don't think he had a turnover in the second half. But he was 5 of 6. And did y'all see that boy hit the shot from Thailand from the S on the court? And did you see Tony Bennett jump up like, yes, sir? He hit it from Thailand, because when Ty hit one of them bombs, it demoralizes teams, and it gives him that confidence that makes him scary as hell. I'm talking about scary, because here's the thing about Ty. Ty always give you a fake pass before he take that shot. So this time he faked it, but then threw it to Cal, and he called it right back. Like, let me touch that, because he don't respect my range out here, long distance. I'm talking about I got international range. Stepped into it and did a little, and when he ain't celebrate for everybody to see it, because when Coach Bennett jump up, because that's one of them shots where Coach be like, man, what the hell? But Coach Bennett jumped up like, what the? Oh, yes, sir. That's what I'm talking about, Ty. That's my guy. So, always excited when Ty Jerome get busy, man. Ty Jerome also demonstrated he could be effective from the free throw line extended, and I like that. And I'm gonna talk about more of that when I get to the analytical part. Kihei Clark only played 16 minutes. He got the start. Ended up being a bad matchup for him, just because he's not an offensive-minded guy. Early in the game, try to set the table with him, see how he would fit in the Carrier Dome. The guards that Syracuse has, very long, athletic, demonstrated ability to make tough shots over him. If I'm not mistaken, it was Tyus Battle he got matched up on a couple of times, because he started off on Frank Howard. And Frank Howard hit a 3 in his face when he was rallying off a driving dish. So he was sloughing off, helping on the drive. He recovered to get out, and Frank Howard hit an early 3. I want to say it was their first basket. He just elevated right over Kihei. And after that, Kihei was, giving Howard a little bit of trouble. And then late in the first half, or a little bit in the first half, in the middle, I want to say, he got switched up on Battle. And Battle was just like elbowing him and pushing him. And if the ref not going to call it, the OG got to do what he got to do. And he made 2 tough shots over Kihei in the paint area. And then 2 other shots, Kihei actually had a good job of contesting and being the irritant. But offensively, and I'll talk about later. But Kihei didn't play but 16 minutes, so I know it's a lot of fan base folks that are happy with that minutes total. I'm going to just say that. Jack Salt played just 13 minutes, fighting through the back injury, had 2 early fouls, and then he picked up another foul early in the second half. And Jack did all he can do. I mean, he had 2 rebounds, but it just wasn't a good matchup for him either, because we understood that versus that zone, you got to take advantage of every offensive opportunity because of the length and their ability to be sound. And he only played 13 minutes. Then you have Mamadi Diakite played 26 minutes off the bench, so basically had starters minutes. He was 4-9 from the floor, 5 rebounds, 4 blocks. As I say, he had 9 points, 1 or 2 from the free throw line. Then the Unicorn Jay Huff got 18 solid minutes in, was 2 for 3 from the field, had 5 rebounds, 1 offensive, and 4 points. He also had 4 personal fouls, but that didn't really put a damper into what we were trying to do. Braxton Key only played 6 minutes, had 2 points, 3 personal fouls, 1 turnover, and didn't register a rebound, and that's our leading rebounder. Jaden Nixon got in and got a bucket. He was 1 for 1 from the field, so salute to Jaden. Shout out to his pop, Shay. Cody got 3 minutes. Marco Anthony got 3 minutes, and Austin Castro got 3 minutes, and Grant Kersey got 1 minute of playing time. So overall, the Wahoo shot 54%. I was looking at the second half. Shot 54% from the field. They shot 72% from 3 and 45% from the free throw line. We got to clear that up. We got to clear the free throw line up. We love the three-pointer, but we can't expect to shoot 72%. But free throw line, we got to clean that up. That's unacceptable, 45%. When you look at points in the paint, we had 18 points off of turnovers, 13 second chance points, and 17 points off of the bench. We had 35 total rebounds, 7 offensive, only 11 turnovers. I want to say we probably had seven of those in the first half alone. 7 steals and 18 blocks. 8 team blocks, not 18. When you look at Syracuse, Tyus Battle attempted 19 shots to just score 11 points. He was 5 of 19 from the field, 1 of 5 from the three-point line. I thought DeAndre Hunter did a adamant job on him in the second half. Ochoku, however you say his name, the little avatar is number 13, the tall I call him PC13, Pascal Ochoku. He long. He had 7 offensive rebounds. It didn't matter who was under the paint. He was going to get them offensive boards, but he can't do nothing. Like, he basically, either he dunking or rebounding, because they're not looking for him in the paint. Frank Howard was just 2 of 6 from the field. He played 22 minutes. He had 6 points. Buddy Boeheim made some threes in the first half. He had 11 points overall, but didn't do too much in the second half. Dozak played 27 minutes, didn't score a bucket, was 0 for 3 from the field, 5 rebounds. Syracuse has a lot of size, a lot of athleticism, and they're tough shot makers. So that's the thing about Tyus Battle. He gets them going, and when Tyus doesn't score, Coach Boeheim said that's not good for them. So that's what, that's what you got to do to them. And I know a lot of folks want to talk about O'Shea Brissett's elbow to Ty Jerome's head, and a lot of folks felt like it was Bush League and was dirty. It did look kind of suspect to me, because why would you, violently rip through your elbow that high to post up Ty when you could have just actually put a low to his midsection to seal him? I just felt like you could tell by the look on somebody's face they know they're guilty, because he didn't even argue it. He just looked like, damn, they got me. I thought it should have been a flagrant 2. I think Ty said the right things, of saying that he didn't think it was intentional, so he couldn't cast an aspersion. But I could do that, Ty. That was dirty. That was one of the Mike Tyson, I just hit you with a left hook, and now I'm about to headbutt you when you're falling down type blows. So, I mean, it won't. I don't understand what the thought process in that was, to just bring your elbow like that. Nah. I can't dig that. But talking about the game, when you're looking through the game, we started out, a little slow, a lot of careless turnovers. We had a starting lineup that a lot of people hate. A lot of people hate seeing Jack Salt and Kihei Clark in the game at the same time. We happen to have a lead before with both of those two guys in. Salt get 2 early fouls. We bring in Diakite, and then shortly we bring in Braxton Key. Then Braxton Key get an early foul, and we sub him out. But long story short, Coach ended up finding the lineup that I feel like is everybody's favorite lineup, and it's the lineup that you if we were living in the perfect world, this would probably be the lineup that he would probably go to and feel the most comfortable offensively and defensively. And that lineup is Cal Guy, DeAndre Hunter, Ty Jerome, Mamdi Diakite, and Jay Huff. That's the starting five that a lot of people like, that a lot of people have been advocating for. And you've been seeing that the combination of Diakite and Huff on the back end has done our guards wonders, because you have 2 of our better rim protectors and 2 of probably our 2 best finishers as far as above the rim. And when you look at what Syracuse is trying to do, and we have both our bigs on opposite blocks, and we work in that triangle area from the free throw line extended, kind of running a little circle, causing one of those back block guys to step up. Now you're leaving a window open for PC13, their avatar center, to have to choose like which guy on the block you're going to respect, because both are, Huff and Diakite can jump above the rim. The times we gave it to Salt had to gather himself. And it's a little different. You saw he got slapped and fouled, and he missed both free throws. But the first time we gave it to Diakite, they really had to converge on him, and he kicked it back out. And I want to say I think Hunter hit a 3, or it might have been Cal Guy. So it was a better inside-out game. Even though Jay Huff is a shooter, he wasn't popping out as much, but both of those guys are doing a great job with the flare screens and getting our shooters open. But the main that I like with having both of those guys on the offensive block is that you could just throw it up to the square, and one of them is going to get it. And we saw that with Ty Jerome. He threw it up to Mamdi Diakite. They were just like, who the hell is he throwing to? That's too high. And Mamdi went and got it. So a lot of folks are advocating for, if this is not the starting 5, for this 5 to play the most. And I can see this 5 playing the most in the perfect world. It just all depends on matchups and the teams that you run into. Now, don't get me wrong. The only team that will give this matchup problem is the one team that'll give everybody's matchup a problem, and that's Duke with Zion at the 5. Or even with Bolden in, because Bolden is a load. And you just want to see how Jay can respond to the bully tactics. We know he's 7'1". We know he has great athleticism, but sometimes it's all about positioning, that lower body strength, just being an immovable object. But Huff has the potential, because on the offensive side of the ball, if you are playing man, you have to come out and respect him, and that's opening a lane up for everybody else. Same with Diakite. So when you have those 2 in versus a man-to-man defense, yeah, the lane is definitely going to be open. So again, for all the folks who wanted this lineup, you got it. The proof is in the pudding. Nobody can argue that. Sometimes, and I think the majority of the time with fans, when they have a stance, it's like, I respect your stance. You got it. Just see where I'm coming from and let me have it, instead of saying, yeah, but my stance is still better than yours. And I think that's what majority of times you fall into on the message boards and in the groups, is somebody being so overly zealous, like believing what I'm telling, like you're going to believe me and think like me, and it doesn't work like that. It's like everybody had different perspective, and at the end of the day, common goal is, I don't care whose lineup is in there as long as we win, And that's what my advanced analytics buddy will come with. Well, if you look at this, Jay Huff is the best. Like, that's fine. That's cool. And I salute for all those analytics. But that's just not my cup of tea. And I just don't ride with it. But I will say that is the best 5 group, though. In the perfect world, if I don't know what's going zone. Because that group will have you respecting them on both ends. I get it. If Kihei Clark's in the game and we take Jay Huff out, that team's going to initially sag and make Kihei hit a shot. And then you're losing some size. But then you're gaining a better perimeter defender. So it's a lot of, positives and negatives. But, hey, I like that 5. That 5 could be your closer. That's one thing about Tony Bennett over the years that you got to respect. He stayed true to his coaching style. He stayed true to his principles. He's all about matchup. He's all about the hot hand, the cohesiveness, how guys are gelling. And he's not predetermined that I'm going to play this no matter what. No. It's not who starts, it's who finishes. It's what's always important to me. I never care about the starting lineup. I don't even care about the minutes. I care about last 5 minutes of the game or any time we need something to happen. Who's in the game and who made the difference. And that's what I'm most happy with. And that's the group I look at. And I know people come in with analytics like plus and minus what this group was in and the plus and minus when that group was in. And I'm fine with that. But it changes every game. Just like people are dismissed if we do something versus a Pitt and they say, oh, they trash. Or we did something versus Louisville, oh, they trash. Everybody can play that game. But we just want them, the Wahoos to continue to roll, continue to win. And the better Jay Huff is, the better he gets more minutes, the more potent we are because he does so much for this team. His skill set is unprecedented as far as at 7-1, being able to run that fast and jump that high and have touch around the basket. Now you just want that aggressiveness. It was a time that he got the ball from Kihei Clark on the baseline and he should have just turned and shot over him. And coach kind of got on him. He kind of looked at coach like, what you talking about? And it took Cal Guy to be like, hey, fam, like he trying to tell you be aggressive. And even Jay Billis talked about it. It was like, yo, Huff has to be aggressive. And it's just him finding his spots because even DeAndre Hunter had to work into that role of saying, I have to be aggressive. You ain't never got to worry about Ty Jerome being aggressive. Ty from New Rochelle, New York, and he was playing at Syracuse in New York, and Mama was there. He was getting buckets, and he was dishing. Man, it was a thing of beauty to see that, man. When your point guard get a double-double, points and assists, that's why I like Russell Westbrook. Don't get me started on Russell Westbrook. But back to the Wahoos. Cal Guy, absolutely phenomenal. Congratulations on the Jerry West Award finalist, man. Well-deserved. DeAndre Hunter is demonstrating how special he is. Complete package, can defend, can get to the cup, can shoot the mid-range, can shoot the three, can handle the basketball to get to his spots. And he plays with such a joy and it's happy. It's just refreshing to see. So Wahoo fans, man, your team is doing awesome and you know that your head coach has built a great culture when we, majority of the time, are arguing about who's playing how many minutes and our team is winning by damn near 30. So clap it up for Coach Bennett and the staff and these young men because we winning by damn near 30 points and we still debating on who should be playing. That's how you know we got it good here. We got it good. Woo-wee. Who has it better than the who's? Nobody, because I'll take that argument any day. We winning and we worrying about who should be playing. That means we got plenty of options. Plenty of options. I look at a half glass full, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. It don't bother me at all. Just don't pray on somebody to struggle just so you can say I told you so. I don't do well with those type of folks. That ain't gonna never be me having a bullet in the chamber, ready to fire, be like, see, I told you. He failed or he ain't do as good as I thought. Because me personally, I didn't expect Kihei Clark to play good versus the zone. No way. Because that's not his game. Nobody. And you're not penetrating versus those tall avatars out there. Nobody, buddy. So the fact that he played 16 minutes and we were still in the game says a lot about him because shoot it. Them big avatars were like, oh, if I got to choose, I'm going to make zero shoot. Shoot it. When they took zero out and put our pogo sticks down at the block, then we had the upper hand. So shout out to Coach Tony Bennett and shout out to the fans who had this 5 of being their best 5. Salute to you. You were right last night. You are the reason why we won because you telepathically told Coach Bennett, put the starting 5 I like in. Put them in because I said so. I'm the armchair coach today, and I got to win. So salute to you on your big-time ACC win. Salute from BallHawk, and I'm not going to serve you Shut the Hell Up Juice in a negative way. I'm going to give you a case of Shut the Hell Up Juice and start to serve to everybody. You just can't serve it to me because it's going to turn back to you, and you have to drink the whole pack. So don't try to serve me Shut the Hell Up Juice. You know the motto, good is the enemy of great. Be great in everything that you do. Wahoo Wah. Continue to roll. Got Louisville up next, man. Subscribe to the channel. Check out all my content. And if you want Shut the Hell Up Juice merchandise, go to sthujuice.com and order something from the site. If you see something that you may want in a different design or in a sweatshirt, just hit me up on Instagram or Twitter at I am BallHawk. Shout out to my dog Chris Wright at the Sabre. Shout out to my bro Jeff White, VirginiaSports.com, for allowing me to use his numbers and his content in this podcast. Always got to give those guys credit because they definitely are accessible. And shout out to my dog Bach out there. I saw you at the scores table, Bach. You was clean, boy.
I want the whole world spin my record. Jerome, the Hooded Styles, check game, stay free records. Oh, show the girl fed to death in a massaging. Bad news, even be massaging. I got a fitted hip, I be massaging. Pinky rings on my finger, I'm massaging. I got a speedboat concert cause I massage. I coming through about a whole Econo Lodge. I be massaging, I be massaged. I'm coming through with Cadillacs and massaging. Yeah, boats, I'm constantly massaging. I got GPS's, I be massaging. I catch croaker fish cause I'm massaging. I like a macaroni plate, I be massaging. Even oodles and noodles, I be massaging. Straight out the ghetto cause I'm massaging. I got ice around my neck cause I'm massaging. Or even gold teeth, I'm massaging. A pinky ring iced out cause I'm massaging. I got $100 million, I be massaging.